Oh. Whoopsie. Hello and welcome. My name is Chrono, and today's episode is another one of the sets that belongs to my brother, but I built for him, so it's currently on loan. So I get to show you and talk about it. So let's see, which one is it? No, you already know the thumbnail and you already see the thing, so you already know what it is, but I'm kind of picking what it is that I want to do right now, so yeah. And you know what, screw it.
Yeah, you're getting a cat. Again.
What do you mean again, Chrono? What do you mean?
Well, let's see. By the time you see this thing, I'll have already recorded another video for the Lucky Cat statue, so you're going to see that when you see it. Whatever. Reason why it's going to be the cat is because this belongs to my brother, and he has 2 pet cats. My sister has a cat. So, figured why not just go and stick with the cat. I mean, you have dogs, but yeah, it's my brother's set, so I stuck with the cat. Let's see what else this is. This is set number 31163. Lego creator, ID name, Playful Cat. 407 pieces. And this is a Lego creator build, so that means there's 2 additional builds as well as the first thing. So I'm going to list the things as usual. Pros, cons, whether or not you want to buy, etc. You get the whole idea. So, full disclosure, when I was building this, I actually did not build, and I haven't recorded footage for the other 2 builds that are in the set. So instead, I am going to be having to talk about them for a while. Talk to them. Yeah, that sounds like that makes complete and total sense. Makes you sound totally sane. Idiot. Who am I kidding? You're nuts. Stop doing that. You're on camera. I know. Shut up. Just focus on the thing. My head hurts. And that was not where I hit my head. I'm gonna have to deal with that later. Anyway, focus. Back to it. So, I'm gonna be honest, I'm looking at this thing. This is the stuff you see on the box, right? So, here we have a dog and pigeon, as well as the cat. Now, from what I can say, I'm looking at the stuff here from what I can tell, because I haven't built the thing, and I was more focused on building my brother the thing that he actually probably would have wanted as compared to the other things, and focusing on that, so that way I had that taken care of. So, again, bear with me. I know I did the thing with that one set for Valentine's Day. Leave me alone. I'm not always going to do this with certain Lego creator sets, because I'm going to be focusing more on certain things as compared to others. If you want me to talk about the actual sets, other alternate builds, and you want me to do that, please, for the love of gods, just talk to me in the comments. Say, hey, we want you to do that. Depending on how many likes I get, and depending on how many whatever, I'll actually do it. All right? How's that sound? Okay? Cool. Leave me alone. Anyway, let's see. The alt build for the dog. I'm looking at what I can see here, and from the stuff that I can see, there's decent posability. But another thing that I noticed, and I can tell considering I actually built the cat, is that the dog and the cat, they still rely on the same joints regarding the back hip. So it's going to be a similar build in that fashion as to how it's assembled and how its posability is going to be for the figure. And the same could be said kind of in regards to the front limbs as well. So I'm looking at the poses. So we got this pose right here. We got this pose right here. And then we got this pose right here. So that being said, it seems we've got some decent articulation and posability for that build. Plus there's a cute little bone of the thing. That's what it is. Now, the other one is a pigeon. I'm realizing and I'm finding out that apparently Lego's been making more pigeon stuff, like little minifigures, and apparently those things are highly coveted and very sought after right now. And at first I thought, why is it that a pigeon is so valued for a Lego thing? And then it hit me. Lego City, people have been trying to do builds for their own cities that they have built for years, and now we actually get pigeons. I have family that lives in New York, and I'm realizing the moment we find pigeons, we're going to be getting a ton of them, meaning I get to be the one to decorate the house with them. Not complaining about the idea of getting pigeon minifigures. I imagine they're gonna be itty bitty, but still gonna be interesting though. So there's that.
As for the pigeon build, well, judging by the look of it, I'm noticing a few things.
And when you mess around with Lego like I have, as long as I have, you tend to notice some things, especially when you build the thing, right? So on the front of the box, we got this thing right here, right? Doesn't really give you much to work with in terms of seeing as to how the build is, how it feels, and all that whatnot, right? This one gives kind of a different angle, so that way you kind of see how it is at a different view, where it's like, instead of it just going a side profile, you get us a little bit of just a diagonal, so you can kind of see what it'd be looking like somewhat if you were looking at it facing the front. And then there's this one. And yeah, it's okay. Not bad.
But the thing that I noticed is that
How the head is supposed to be. And the idea that it swivels. You know? And I realized, like, why is it and how is it that they're doing that? And I realized why. It's because of the leg joint.
So, right here, there's a piece I saw. It's a new thing that I noticed. There's two new pieces that lock in together. It's like a ratchet thing, like a ratchet joint, and it makes the clicking noise. So wherever it is in the build in the neck, there's the ratchet joint there. So as you turn the head, it's gonna be that means you're gonna have a pigeon that just goes and starts click, 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 in whatever direction it is you want to turn that thing. Congratulations, you have a pigeon statue that has a very clicky neck when it's looking into any direction you want it to look. I'm realizing how that sounds. That doesn't sound great. That sounds kind of terrifying, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm with you on that one.
I'm kind of glad that I didn't build the pigeon now. But yeah, aside from that, it looks like a cool build. And I love the color patterns with the different parts that they had in the pieces, which is great because it gives good detail, despite the fact that, well, let's be honest, the build could be a little bit different and a little bit better, but at the same time, considering what it is, they did a pretty decent job with making the build. So they did that.
Now then, let's go to the other thing. The cat.
Now, as per usual, it's a cat. And with cats, you know, come with a lot of cat toys. You get them cat toys, you get a ton of them, you get them all sorts of little knickknacks, and the next thing you know, hey, this cat does not care about anything, that you get it. It's gonna be opportunistic and be like, oh, hey, cool, you got me something. I don't care. Cats are cats. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. I don't have cats. I have pet toads and a frog. You'll have seen it by now. His name is Gorf. You'll know what I'm on about if you know my channel. Anyway, back to the thing. Yeah, as you can see, I already have this thing set under pose, and he already looks kind of freaked out.
In this configuration, it has a little mouse toy. I'm gonna be honest, the eyes on this thing kind of a little bit unnerving. And then I'm thinking about it, the eyes here are actually the same that are used for when it's in the pigeon build. Yikes, that belch was stuck in there. Sorry about that. That is not often I have one of those. Well then. Oh, God. I am gonna need a drink after this. Don't worry, I don't drink booze. I don't do that stuff. Root beer. Where's my root beer? There it is. Cool. I'm gonna have a drink of that later. Okay, where am I? Right, this thing. So I got a cool little mouse toy, which is, and the tail is replicated using a Lego whip. Which, fun fact, a lot of the times with the thing, I've got to stop playing with this thing because I feel kind of bad about it. I don't know why. It's a piece of plastic, but it kind of feels like I'm just playing with something that I shouldn't be, and I'm just picturing the thing just screaming and just going, "Let me go, please!" And I'm just, I don't know why. Yeah. We have a ball of, actually, I don't want to talk about that yet. We have a bowl filled with cat food, which uses pieces like this and this, if I could hold on to it like that, for the bits of cat food, which is cool. Kind of neat, actually. I don't really mind that. That's actually a cool little detail. I think I just buffered there. Yikes. Gods, I might need speech therapy. Anyway, where was I? Right. This thing. Now, when I started assembling this, I was trying to figure out how exactly and what their thought process was. I'm like wondering, were they trying to replicate the thing where you just roll the ball of yarn and it just tumbles around and has that thing going? And upon fiddling with it, I realized, kind of no. I mean, you can kind of see it, but whatever. Want to play with the cat yarn? Huh? Yeah? You want to play with it? I know what I'm doing. Leave me alone. I'm having fun. I'm trying to be entertaining. The more I do this, the more crazy I know I look. Anyway, where were we? Right, cat. I'm gonna be honest, you look kind of terrified. I'm just imagining you alter the build a little bit. It just makes it look very worried. Oh, goodness. But yeah, so let's see. Posability. I'd say it's decent. You have to worry about a few things, but we'll get into that later. Just a bit of my space move. Now, depending on how you want things, what you could do is just, I just ripped off a cat's tail. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to do something for the sake of entertainment, but also show off a demonstration. I broke its arms. Yeah, that was that thing I was mentioning about a little problem with this thing. I swear that was not scripted. Then again, what am I kidding? Who am I kidding? I don't script any of this. I just go and hit the record button and then just play. Ooh. Right. So you could just do this if you want, and then get it into whatever position. Stop. I'm just realizing what I'm saying and what I'm doing, and I'm trying to bicker and argue with a cat to get it to listen, and I'm realizing that this is just being temperamental, much like an actual cat would be. Good grief. Oh my goods. But yeah, depending on how you want things to go, you could easily disassemble and reconfigure the cat tail into whatever position you think would be sufficient. I'm trying to figure out speech. I don't know why. I know why. It's 3 in the morning. 4 in the morning?
Yeah, it looks like 4 in the morning. Whatever. But yeah. You can fiddle around with it as much as you want. Do that kind of thing. The head is on a ball joint, meaning you can get decent posability. Careful, you can pop its head off. I'm not going to decapitate another cat. That sentence without any context is very alarming and very jarring. And for those of you who are listening to this thing and you cannot see and you're blind or something like that, yeah, I'm sorry. That's going to probably be very alarming. Note, I am not referring to decapitating an actual cat. No, I'm referring to accidentally popping off the head of a cat statue. Again, it happened already. I did a recording with the lucky cat statue thing. You'll see or hear the video about it soon enough. Whatever I decide to upload first. Really depends. But yeah, where was I? Right, posability. So, be careful with these arms, because otherwise... Oh, no, you're gonna be... Never mind, there it is. That. The parts here will just pop off because of where it is, because it'll rub right along this corner here, and then from that point, it'll just apply pressure to the point where it just pops off. Yep, see? Right there. Right there. My recommendation, see what you can do about different part usage if you want to improve this thing, so that way it doesn't just go like that. And then you're fine.
To get the little pause. Pause. Why am I talking baby talk with a cat? I just answered my own question. It's a cat.
But yeah. Stop staring at me. I'm realizing what I'm doing. Right. Oh, right. Want to see that pigeon head joint thing that I was talking about? Right there.
Congratulations. This is where you see your that joint for the head and the neck for the pigeon build is. Ta-da! That's how they got to the work. Actually, you know what? Yep, you're gonna stay like that. But yeah, so with it being this way, you can get poses out of this if you're clever, or you're able to get it to work the way you want. You could just do like a pose like this. He kind of looks like he's rearing up on his legs, like he's a horse or something. I don't know. They're cats. Cats are weird, okay? I'm gonna say it. Cats are weird. Funny, but weird. Oh boy. I don't know why, but this is the goofiest thing I've had to build and review yet. I don't know why. It just is. Oh boy. I'm kind of wishing I made the pigeon. Nope. No. Nope. You remember what you did. You remember what you said. Has that weird little swivel thing with the neck. That can be probably nightmares depending on your context, depending on what you do with it. Yep. That's a thing. Focus on track. Back on it. Let's go. Right. Now, here's the thing. This set isn't retired yet.
The reason why I say that is because it was made last year in 2025, meaning chances are the likelihood that it is still probably on the shelves as of this time, but the odds of it actually disappearing right now are not potentially likely. Note, this is also in the same line of LEGO Creator sets that came out that was also along with that plane, that blue plane that has been circling around on the internet every now and then that people have been combining with another Jedi Starfighter build to make Plo Koon's Jedi Starfighter but better, because some people do not like the Microfighter. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really mind the Microfighter. I wish the price would be better, but hey, focusing, back on track. That being said, if you want a cat, here's your cat. I know there's another one that's like a UCS thing, it's like a black cat, tuxedo cat, maybe? Yeah, I'm gonna say it's a black tuxedo cat, probably. But yeah, if you want a little cat that can also be a pigeon or a dog, get one of these things. Because, yeah, there's that. Pros, you get a cool little build, which has plenty of spare parts if you don't actually want to build this thing and you want to just make it into whatever else you want, or you just want spare parts, you can do stuff with that. I'm going to be honest, when I look at LEGO Creator Sets, all I can think of is, oh, hey, cool, spare parts. But yeah, you get a bunch of cool little things to fiddle around with. You get to play around. I'm just going to stop touching that because I don't know why it is. This thing's actually starting to weird me out. I don't know why. It's starting to weird me out. And the worst part is, I have to put this thing on display, and I don't know what it's going to be, but I'm going to deal with that thing staring at me every now and then, and I don't know how to feel about that. Yay! What is wrong with you? What am I doing? I don't know what it is with you, but you just... There's something wrong with you. I don't know what it is. Don't trust its eyes. Don't ever trust its eyes. Whatever it is that you're thinking that it's thinking to you, it's lying. You're a demon cat, and I know it. If you were alive, you'd be clawing my eyes out. I just know it. Surprisingly, I'm not actually I don't have that much of an issue with cats. I just know that they're relatively calm with me half the time, and the other time they're just like, hey, I don't want to be with you. Leave me alone. Cats are cats. Right, Rosé? Pros, you got a cool little thing, you get to do whatever you want with it, whatever. Cons, depending on the price, whatever. I'll probably list the price of it in the description of it when the video is actually posted, and you get to decide for yourself with that. Other con, depending on what you build is going to determine a number of things. If it's a dog, it's going to be it's whatever. Pigeon, it might mess with your cat. But no, if you have cats and you decide to build this thing and then put it up on display, congratulations. You might have the potential possibility of your cat thinking that this thing is actually real and alive and have a problem with it, meaning, whoop, off it goes. I should have just swatted at it just to go and demonstrate it, but no, I chose that thing. Cat. I don't know why it's cats, but it's cats. I wish you were a frog. In my eyes, you'd be way cuter. Yeah, I like frogs more than cats. Deal with it. You're gonna get more shorts of my frog than you are gonna be seeing of this thing. But yeah. Yeah, that's about it. It's a cat set. And a pigeon set. And a dog set. You like it? Get it. If not, meh. Spare parts. Who doesn't like spare parts when it comes to Lego? Yeah, because, let's be honest, spare parts make the world go round. And stuff like that. There's a joke to be made with that thing. There's a really messed up joke, actually, to be made with that. Oh god, there's a really messed up joke to be made with that. I know a few, and I can't say that because that's not the point of this video. But yeah, thank you all for watching, if indeed you still are. Hope you were entertained by my rants and ramblings and possible moments of loss of my sanity. But yeah, I hope you all had a good one. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, notification bell so you get the notifications of my channel. Make sure to share this with your friends. Oh, and yeah, like I mentioned in the comments before, if you want me to do the other builds depending on these sets, and if it happens to be another creator set that I have or come across at some point, you want me to build that thing in all of its configurations and talk about it, feel free to let me know in the comments and bombard me with that thing and torment me until I'm unfortunately forced to do that thing. Because you know what? When you're someone like me who actually wants to see what it is that his viewers want and actually want to see what's going on with that and try to help make you guys happy and help be an entertainer and stuff like that, you end up having to deal with some stuff. So yeah, I'm going to have to deal with you bombarding me eventually, assuming that you guys actually want me to do that. If you don't want me to do that, thank you. I don't want to do things I don't really have to do. But if you do want me to do that, I know who you are. You are a troubled person, you. I hope you're happy with yourself. I will deal with it when I get to it. Leave me alone. Anyway, hope you all had a wonderful day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Hope you enjoyed this episode. That's it for now. Dang it. Come on.